What I got?
First question will come from Sean Cunningham.
Hey, what's up, sir?
Yeah.
I guess just how similar was that to the second half of the Houston game, and how disappointing was it considering you guys had practice yesterday?
Oh man, it's extremely disappointing. Obviously, offensively, we weren't playing the way that we felt that we should play. But I mean, they made shots. 100, giving up 130 points. You're not winning. You're not going to win games. We had some good stretches, but for the majority of the game, I don't think we were playing. On either side of the court the way that we should, or the way that we were the first couple games.
James Ham.
Hey, De'Aaron. Glenn just talked to us and told us that Harrison spoke up after the game. Maybe you said a couple of words, but what is it going to take to get you guys sort of back on the right path here? And do you guys feel that, those types of meetings are necessary already?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, the way this game goes, obviously, you share the ball, move the ball. But at the end of the day, somebody has to touch the paint, and you have to gain an advantage somewhere while being on offense. And today we weren't doing that. Times where the ball gets stagnant, more so where people get stagnant. We pass the ball around. The defense hasn't really moved, and we don't gain an advantage anywhere. So while doing that, while moving the ball, we have to be able to beat someone off the dribble. And I think that's all it is to it, to offense in NBA.
Marshall Harris.
De'Aaron, the problems that you're speaking of, what type of course of correction can you guys take in the limited amount of time? There's not much practice time, and you guys got the 7-game homestand, which is probably a good thing in your eyes, but there's just not a lot of time to make adjustments. How do you turn things around within 48 hours for the next opponent?
And we got 7 games straight at home. Shit.
Yes.
I mean, I think it's really, a mentality effort, being able to know you're going to get hit while going to the paint. Doesn't mean you have to shoot the ball, but you just have to be able to beat your man at the end of the day. Set screens hard, cut hard. That's all just a mentality. And I think, the first couple of games we had that, and, the last 2, I would say, we haven't really had that. And, I mean, that's what it takes.
Jason Jones.
Unmute me. Okay. Hey, De'Aaron. Luke said tonight wasn't about on the outside affecting you guys. It was just bad basketball. One, would you agree to with that? And secondly, what do you guys do internally to get yourselves back to where you were basically for 5.5 games?
Well, I mean, I don't think anybody's out there playing basketball worried about two tweets. And if you are, this ain't what you should be doing, because motherfuckers gonna tweet you every day of your life while you're playing in this league. So if that's what you're worried about, then I don't know what to tell you. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, we have to come together knowing that we've lost 4 out of the last 5, I think, and just go back to playing how we were. And like I said, those first 2.5 games, because the second Phoenix game, I don't think we played well the second half. It was ball movement, body movement, guys touching the paint. We've been winning, the glass battle. We've been getting to the free throw line. We've been having a lot of points in the paint, and that was our recipe. Obviously, sometimes threes don't go down, and sometimes this could be a hit or miss league. But where we were winning games was in the paint and rebounding. And these last couple games, I don't think we've been able to get to the basket, finish, or get to the free throw line as much as we did at the start of the season. So that's what we have to get back to.
Jason Anderson.
Hey, Fox. I know this is delicate stuff, but should Marvin have come out yesterday and kind of put all the trade stuff to rest that came out on Twitter? Would that have put the team in a better position to kind of move forward with team goals and team business?
Like I said, anybody – one, it wasn't brought up. It hasn't been brought up. Me, Marvin, Luke talked for 5 seconds because it wasn't a big deal. But like I said, you're playing basketball. If you're thinking about anything that somebody said on Twitter, then this ain't for you. And I would 100% completely honest with you, tell you that nobody's thinking about that while we're on the court. And if he said that, one, I didn't see an interview, so I highly doubt 95% of the team has seen the interview. So I don't think that would have changed what happened tonight. We just didn't play well.
Matt George.
Hey, De'Aaron, you shared with us earlier on and during preseason that being a vocal leader is something that's important to you this year, stepping up in that way. When is it appropriate when teams get off to slow starts like tonight to be that vocal leader or just simply lead by example with your play?
I mean, it's big because a lot of times in this league, you know, you can get down and teams will let you back in, or you can get down and teams will step on your throat. And for us, you know, you don't want to be kicked while you're down. And that's what I try to get my team, you know, just to think that way. You know, you always have a chance in this league. And sometimes, you know, even if you're not going to win this game, you build momentum into the next game because you don't want this to just be a snowball effect. And I mean, that's where we are. Obviously, like I said, we lost 4 out of the last 5, and you got to stop the bleeding at some point.
Christos Saltos from Greece.
I want to visit Greece.
It's a great country. I would like to ask you, how big hit for your confidence as a team was the tonight's game, and also as the leader of this team, how responsible to feel to bounce back and to be more aggressive on the court?
I mean, we're still confident. You know, coming into this year, we felt like we had a team that could win a lot of games, and we started off on the right foot. And as a team, every team in this league has, you know, those stints where you're dropping games. But for us, like you said, we have to come out more aggressive, both offensively and defensively. You have to come out defensively aggressive, hit, be physical without fouling, and then offensively, like I said, how we were winning games at the beginning of the year, we were getting to the basket, getting to the free throw line, winning the glass battle, and that's the signs of a team playing physical, being more physical than the other team. So for us, we got to come out with that mentality that we're going to hit first in all games.
James Ham.
Hey, De'Aaron, like just to get past this whole weekend stuff, all of the stuff that went on, but how do you guys, especially in the age of COVID, how do you get together as a group and sort of put all your cards out on the table and say, hey, let's move forward? How do you have those experiences together where you guys are sort of blending and starting to build some chemistry?
You mean hold on, say that again?
James, you're on mute.
Yeah, off the court, like, or in the locker room. How do you get sort of that mesh of chemistry that you need to be a productive team that pulls on the same string? How do you do that?
I mean, if y'all want to come to my house, y'all can come. Shit. But I mean, we're still on plane rides together. We're in the locker room together. We're in hotel rooms together. We're in hotels together. But I mean, this is for us as far as that's concerned. I mean, we can pretty much still do the same stuff that we did before without COVID. Obviously, without being able to like go to dinner somewhere together. But for us, I mean, when we're on the court, I don't think it's a chemistry problem. I think that we have to be able to come out with the same mentality that we came out with in the first couple games, and that's with the way that we're playing, not how we're playing together. You know, obviously when we're not attacking, that's when the ball starts to get stagnant. And that's when people start to get stagnant, and that's when you see assist numbers drop. But whenever we're getting to the basket, that's when guys are kicking the ball, and then you see swings, and our assist numbers are great, and everybody's happy. So it starts with the way that we're playing, with the mentality that we're playing with.
All right, last question for De'Aaron tonight. Kamani.
Hey, can you hear me? All right.
Kamani, go.
You can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you think of some of the Warriors' animations on the court towards the Kings bench, particularly Draymond and Kelly Oubre? Is there some sort of energy between the two teams, or is that just normal competition stuff?
I mean, I think I was on the court, so I didn't see any of that. I mean, I'm pretty sure Kelly probably blew a kiss to the bench, but that's because I know Kel. So, but no, I mean, you know, Dre's gonna bark. You know, Kelly's gonna play hard. They're gonna bark at team benches. But I mean, I didn't see it, like I said. But I mean, that's the way they play. And if that's the way that, you know, that gives your team energy, that gives you energy, then shouldn't have a problem with it. Shit, we got to respond to that.